we just went up all this incline. Got to go that way. This is Cody, Mowgli.
What's going on, guys?
Just taking a break, trying to get to Gooch Gap tonight. So I'm taking a break here at mile 12.1. Had some dried mangoes. I think those are going to be like my staple throughout the whole thing because those things are yummy. One thing I did notice though, there's like a Walmart brand, and then there's like, I think it's called Sunsweet. I know they make raisins too, but I tried the generic brand and it didn't taste good at all. And the Sunsweet brand, those things are awesome. When I get resupplies sent to me, definitely gonna have to have a thing of those in it. One thing I am doing is I portioned it off, which partly a good thing and partly a bad thing. So I divided the bag into 4 days. Same thing with my coffee M&Ms. Reason it's a bad thing is because there's only like 4 or 5 pieces in each thing, and I really feel like eating the whole bag. I think next resupply I might just get 2 bags of those. That way I'll have twice as much. But yeah, the good thing is I don't eat them all at once. I also noticed that I haven't been eating a whole lot. I portioned out 4 days worth of food because I figured it'd probably take me 3 days to get to Neal's Gap, or 4. And I didn't eat a whole lot yesterday because we didn't get to Springer till noon. And then I got to Hawk Mountain Shelter at like 4 yesterday. So I pushed really hard yesterday, and I'm definitely feeling it today. So luckily somebody left one of those massage balls at the shelter last night, so I'm carrying that with me until at least a hiker box if I tend to use it or whatever. Another thing is it's raining right now. If you didn't tell by the umbrella, but it's really nice being able to pop this thing up and then I don't have to worry about getting wet while I'm sitting here. It is a little windy. We went over 1 incline, but that should be it for the day. I mean, there's some ups and downs before we get to Gooch Mountain Shelter tonight, but I also have the rest of the day. I think it's like straight up noon, 12 o'clock right now, so I got at least 4 or 5 hours to get a couple more miles, so shouldn't be too bad. And then I didn't film a whole lot at the shelter last night. There was a couple guys there, and then had some water mishaps. The guy that was there before me, he said, "Oh, do you need water?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Go down this trail right here." So I started going down that trail. I said, "You sure this trail?" He said, "Yeah, I've been down there to get water two times already." I started going down that trail, and I go probably, I don't know, it felt like forever. And I just kept thinking, no, there's no way the water's this far. It was a pretty worn path, so I figured. But I also thought, well, usually they have like blue blazes or something. So after a while, I just turned back around, came back. I said, "There's no way the water's that way." He goes, "Well, let me show you." And he goes on a completely different trail. So I was like, man, you told me it was this trail for sure. That'll teach me to listen to people. After I shut this thing off, I'm gonna pack up my snacks and stuff and then head down to, looks like there's a road down there. So far the people that are around me is the old guy from the shelter last night with the water, and then the guy you saw in the previous clips, his name's Cody, but trail name's Mowgli, and then 2 other guys that actually I saw when I was going up to Springer from the parking lot, and they were just starting the trail there. One's name is Jack, and the other one's named Dang, I think. So Dang and Jack. Dang Jack. Hey, so we're at this road crossing, and here's 2 guys doing trail magic.
I'm
What's your name?
I'm Dine and Dash.
And me and Mowgli are about to get heading out. Thank you guys for all the trail magic. Probably a couple miles away from Gooch Mountain Shelter, or Gooch Gap Shelter maybe. Like you saw in the last clip, we had some trail magic. It's day 2. We already got some trail magic. It was awesome. Hash browns, and they had some Gatorade, some chips, and some donuts. They took some cinnamon rolls and then put them in the fryer and then rolled them around in sugar. It was pretty good. One thing I do want to say, I just really appreciate any kind of trail magic, regardless of what it is, because these people don't have to come out here. They choose to spend their time and their money giving back to the trail. Maybe in future years, if I can make it back this way, I can do some trail magic for some people. I think those two, they actually hiked last year, so 2018. They started about the same time we did, maybe a week later, but they know how cold it is out here, and it's been just kind of freezing rain the last few miles. I put my umbrella up for a little bit and then it kind of cooled off, so I took it back down. Mowgli, he's up in front of me quite a ways. We only got like 3 miles to go, so I'll make it there tonight, so I'm not really worried about catching up with him too much. Mowgli's out in front of me, and then Jack is up there. Dang, I think is his name. Right now, we're just making our way down this way. This is what it looks like on the other side. Luckily, it's all downhill from here. We got a little bit of uphill after we get down, but shouldn't be too bad, but luckily we're not going up that thing. That's kind of how it looked getting into that gap where there was trail magic. It was rough. Only got to push 8 or 7 miles today, so I wasn't too concerned about taking a lot of breaks. I'm just gonna take it slow right now. What the surprising thing is I actually like the uphills more than the downhills. Only because the uphills, I just take about 60 steps and then I take a little break and then I go 60 more. But the downhill, you just kind of pounding on those knees. Might introduce you to some of the guys. Maybe do some interviews or something. I know my trail magic interview was not very good, but I'm still getting used to like the whole videotaping people, and I did ask before just to see if they were okay with being on here, but it's just weird. So I think next time I might just maybe introduce them or have them introduce themselves and then have them talk about what they're doing and that kind of stuff. They aren't kidding when they say it's a green tunnel. And this is in February, so, but it's kind of nice. Gives me a little break from the rain, so. But I just wanted to let you guys know kind of what the track looks like right now. I literally just turned the camera off and then realized I was just about to hit Justice Creek, which is down that way if you can't hear it. It's like somebody set up a stealth spot right next to the creek. Actually, you know what? I think this might be the way that, or might be the part that Jay Hiker was talking about, because he, yeah, I think he saw these trees, and it kind of looks like you should go down that way because there's a trail there. But then if you look over, there's these stairs right here. How to record this without shaking too much and busting it. Looks like, yep. We got Mowgli down here. Are you waiting for me? Made it to the shelter. Gooch cat shelter.